Welcome into the John M. Huntsman Center on the campus of the University of Utah for the 6A boys basketball quarterfinal, our final quarter of the day. Two Region 2 teams going toe-to-toe as Mountain Ridge prepares to take on Bingham. Coach Brian Alfrey with us out of Copper Hills. My name is Dane Stewart. Coach, these two teams split the regular season. Bingham, there was a lot of expectation for them. Mountain Ridge, new coach, Coach Andre Ashton. What a job he's done to get them here to the quarter. This should be a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really exciting. Both games that they played were really well played, very competitive. Mountain Ridge a little bit of a surprise this year, but they've had a great season. Coach has done a great job.
They've had a great season, and you look at this team, we were talking about it before the game, it's all about their shooting. When they shoot the ball well, they are in every game, and there's a plethora of guys you can talk about that can shoot the ball here for Mountain Ridge, be that Jordan Horsley, Tyson Horsley, Dylan Hatton, Langston. There's a whole bunch of guys for Coach Ashton on the offensive end.
And every one of them could shoot the three. I mean, if they're all hitting, you're in trouble. They're just going to blow you out of the gym. You're just trying to contain them and make them take tough shots. But I think Bingham on the same token, like, they have great players as well, right?
They do, and I mean, you look at a guy like a Luke West, has been a mainstay for Bingham now, his senior year, 4-year contributor. He had a game in one of the last games of the year for them at Westlake. He scored 21 in the fourth, almost willed them back from a huge deficit to win that one. And then Parker Snedeker, they've got Neidig on the inside. What makes this Bingham offense so difficult to defend?
Well, I think Luke West and Parker Snedeker are really, really hard to guard. They both can put up 20 to 30 if you're not careful, and then everyone else just kind of plays their role. They do their job, and then they're long, and they defend, they're physical, and they have this expectation that they're going to win. They've kind of got that Bingham mystique of old that they believe in.
You know, this Bingham team, the only team, one of two teams to beat Olympus this year. That's how good they can be.
Right.
They can be the best team in the state. And you mentioned some of the lineup they have around them, including, Peoples and others. I mean, this is a very, very deep, maybe the deepest roster in all of 6A for the Miners. Bingham in their home whites, Mountain Ridge in the black and red as we are set to tip here in this quarterfinal. Underway, and that tip controlled by the Miners. It will be Bingham basketball. Brian, any keys you have for this one for either side?
Well, I think if you're Mountain Ridge, you got to try to make Bingham's role players. Role players is a relative term. You got to try to make them beat you rather than West and Snedeker. And if you're Bingham, you're just trying to slow down Dylan Hatton. Dylan Hatton's really the engine that makes Mountain Ridge go.
Second opportunity three won't go there for West. He'll drive now. West down the lane. Wanted to kick out. That was disrupted. Horsley trying to gather it. And this one scooped up by Mountain Ridge. And a foul going to be called here on the Miners. This will go on Peoples. Tell you, I like the defensive intensity by the Sentinels on that first possession. Extended possession after a couple of offensive rebounds. Did a nice job, though, trying to really keep everything outside after that initial entry. Yeah,
they did a really good job of getting after it and putting pressure on them.
Here's Jordan Horsley. He hands that over to Spencer Dow, and Dow maybe the unheralded player on this Mountain Ridge team. He's their big, good rebounder, can finish strong at the rim as well.
Yeah, he rebounds everything.
Yeah, and that's kind of exactly how they want the roster constructed, right? Like, take outside shots, let him get put-back opportunities. It's worked out well for them.
Well, anytime they drive, if you help off him, he's going to make a layup. He's just very good at finishing.
Neidig will throw this up top. Tough jumper there for Snedeker, won't go. Offensive board, West able to score. First bucket for the Miners to their senior leader. Horsley defended by Snedeker. Mentioned Horsley just a youngster, and I feel like he's going to be a big key today. If he can hit his average, that would go a long way. But can the sophomore, being on this stage for the first time, come through in that kind of a moment?
I think and beyond his shooting, he's going to have to be able to run this team. You can see they're going to deny Hatton. Peoples is going to be all over him. They're going to try to get it out of his hands. They're going to mix it up and make other people bring the ball up and initiate their offense. So Horsley's going to have to be able to do some of that tonight.
That pass deflected, and it turns into a lay-in Nice steal and bucket there for Bagley. Can't give this Bingham team extra possessions. Mount Ridge, Dow looking for Horsley. Pull up there from 15, no. On the drive, denied by Dow.
Nice block and a rebound.
A foul call here on Peoples. That'll be his second. How big is that here, Brian?
That's big because I think, Coach Stratman's strategy really is to make it difficult on Hatton. So with Peoples out, he's by far their best defender.
So I believe Kane has checked in here. Drive right to the rim. Great take there by Hatton.
Well, you can see the difference right there. Hatton had a hard time even catching the ball when Peoples was in the game. And the minute he goes out, he gets a drive to his strong hand.
Neidig with a nice little baseline jumper there for Bingham. Future lineman for the Utah State Aggies.
When he hits that shot, it's just a dagger because you're trying to guard everybody else, and when he hits that, it's just a killer.
And that's where, like, the support that Bingham has, it just adds up, right? You've got two elite scorers, and West and Snedeker. Dow with a nice move, but couldn't get the finish to go. It's taken back. Hatton, transition three. Good sign there for the Sentinels. They take their first lead of the game here off the Hatton triple.
That's a what the heck are you doing shot until it goes in, right?
Yes, that's one you better hit, right? Otherwise, you're going to hear it.
That's the Steph Curry NBA effect. Instead of getting a layup, let's just shoot that open three. And if it goes in, it's great.
But I will say this. I've got a, well, there's a theory, right? But for me, it's like if you can get an open look at a three early in this building and it goes down, that's a big thing for confidence. As Luke West able to hit that 15-footer.
Yep, Luke West is dangerous if he gets to that mid-range.
Yep. Young man has battled some injury over his career. It's just crazy to think how time flies. Some of these guys at 3-4 year starters. He's one of them. And a foul away from the basketball here. This is going to go on Bingham. The bench going to disagree with it, but this will be on Snedeker.
Yeah, he might have tried to sell that as an offensive foul.
While we're there, I would ask to coach this another stream this week. Flopping, that call, do you feel like that's still kind of learning how, because you talk about trying to sell it, like, what's the line between a flop and a sell? Do you feel like that's still something we're kind of learning and understanding here in the state?
Yeah, we played 24 games. I think we saw 2 flop warnings the whole year. You could call 2 a quarter if you really wanted to. I don't think that we've quite figured out what is it not, how do we apply it.
West just gets that ball to bounce in off the rim. It was Price who hit a 3 earlier. Boy, he's one that doesn't get talked about a lot, but he had some big time shots. That 3 won't go for Langston. Rebound to West. Long 3 for the Miners, no. Handing off to Bagley. And a timeout taken here by Bingham. Boy, we thought this would be a good one. A third time these two teams have matched up. It is 12-10, the lead for Bingham. 30-second timeout, we'll stay here. And our last boys quarterfinal of the day. We've had great action. Of course, we've got 4 girls quarterfinals coming up for you next year on KSLSports.com as the 6A girls tournament kicks off here from the Huntsman Center. And then, of course, we've got semifinals tomorrow and championships on Friday. All sorts of basketball for you wherever you're at. To track the 5A and 6A boys and girls state tournaments on KSLSports.com.
I want to give a quick shout out to our Copper Hills girls who are in that first game tonight at 5:50. So
they are.
Let's go Grizzlies.
Good one, taking on Syracuse.
Yeah.
Region 1 champs. First year coach there for Copper Hills has them back in the quarters.
Yep, she's
Trying to
done
keep
a
the
great
season
job
alive.
this year.
She
yeah.
has. Abby Bush has been spectacular for that Copper Hills team. See if they can take care of the Region 1 champs. Horsley. Being defended here by Peterson. Able to take it off the dribble and get to the rim.
I think Coach Stratman will take that. They got him off the line where he shoots about 50% behind that three-point line.
And he's just a sophomore, folks. He's going to be a young man. You're going to hear a lot about Luke West. Extended three, drills it. Now, this is certainly not our last quarterfinal game. It's 15-12 here. We got 2+ to go in this opening quarter. A lot of offense. A little hesitation, getting through the lane. How about that finish from Hatton?
Yeah, that's a great take. You got to really try to keep him to his right hand. He's so dangerous when he gets to his left.
Foul called here on Langston. Was trying to wrap around and knock that away from Bagley. This will be the third team foul on the Sentinels in this opening frame. Excuse me, second team foul. Denied inside.
It's a pretty good defense by Mountain Ridge. They tried to ISO West in the post there and throw him a lob, and everybody stayed home and guarded their guy.
West, that shot won't go. Batted around. Dow came up with it.
It's a great rebound.
That pass thrown between two teammates. They each kind of thought that was intended elsewhere.
That can sometimes be Mountain Ridge's Achilles heel. They love to go fast, and they have enough possessions that they're going to throw a few of them away.
One of those things you'll kind of live through, right? If you can get enough advantage from that speed and other aspects.
Yeah, if you get enough possessions, you score enough points, you just know you're going to have a few turnovers and you live with them.
West from the line, no. Couple misses these last two possessions for Luke West. It's had a nice opening quarter, though, for this Bingham offense. 90 seconds to go. Hatton, he'll take the three. Oh, man, that's beautiful.
Well, he's feeling it now.
Yes, he is.
The question will be is when does Coach Stratman bring Peoples back to try to slow him down? Is he going to bring him back at the quarter or make him wait?
West kicks out Neidig for three. Well, that didn't miss by much. And then the foul going to be called here on Bagley. That'll be the fifth team foul. We'll walk down, take free throws here for Mountain Ridge.
Team foul number 5.
He's capable of making that shot, but if you're Coach Ashton, you'd much rather have Lucas shooting that three than Snedeker or West.
No kidding.
Or Bagley or any of the other guys they got who can fill it up.
His first free throw there off the mark. Substitutions, Langston checking back in, and Richardson making his debut here in this quarterfinal. Second free throw's long. 0 for 2 on the trip, Bingham basketball. Ripped away. Hatton trying to push it here again. He thought there could have been a call. There was not. About a 1.5 second differential. Game clock to shot clock. As Bingham Looking like they want to take as much time off here as they can.
Yeah, I think the last time down they were trying to go 2 for 1 and get a quick one, and it just did not work out very well for them.
Bagley looking inside. Neidig had it knocked away. Can't be saved. 1 second left on the shot clock here.
May try to post up West, see if they can get something quick. Yeah, Edmonds is going to flash out of there. We'll see if they can get a lob to West.
Luke, turnaround, baseline, hits it. And that's how the first quarter ends. Luke West with the baseline J ties us up at 17. Bingham, Mountain Ridge playing for the rights to advance to the semifinal. Getting ready to start our second quarter. This 6A tournament, boy, we knew there would be a lot of opportunities for things to get a little messy. Number 1 seed, Westlake advancing, American Fork advancing. How about Lehigh at 13-12? Boy, things got real funky in that 4-5 seed bracket.
Yeah.
We're just trying to keep the upset mind going here in this 6A state tournament. Hatton able to free up a little bit of room, get that shot up and good.
If I'm Coach Ashton, I'm a little bit worried about the number of offensive rebounds Bingham has in that first quarter.
That 3 just rattled out. Yeah, I mean, their first possession, I think they had 3 or 4 shots on that possession alone. Transition 3 here from Hatton won't go. West, right to the rim, no! That rolled out. It's like the rims are getting tired or something here. We got to be dealing with basketballs all week. Richardson trying to work at Neidig. That last touch by West. It'll be Mountain Ridge basketball. Worsley and Dow set to check in.
Into the Sentinels, 23. Spencer Dow at 22 Spencer Dow, 23 Jordan Horsley.
Nice recognition there by Bagley. Take away that corner 3 on the inbound. Couldn't tell if that shot was deflected by Neidig or not.
I think that's exactly what Bingham wants. They'll keep running him off the line, make him have to drive and finish at the rim. He'll get better at that as he gets older, but right now, that's the playbook on him.
Substitution for the Miners. Goncalves going to check in here. Langston goes back with Price. Tough spot to try to fit that pass through allows Bingham to get up the floor on the run. Offensive board denied and a foul called inside on Dow.
They may have missed an offensive hook before that rebound.
It was right there. My eyes kind of got a little wide. I thought they could have called that. As it will be the junior Logan Goncalves to the line here for a pair of free throws. First one off the back of the rim. Kind of had an offensive explosion that first quarter. Coach feels like the second quarter been a little more subdued.
Yeah, a couple turnovers, a couple missed layups.
Bingham staying with that pressure. You expect them to be in that most of the contest, Coach?
Yeah, and they mix it up. They'll run and jump out of it. They'll run regular pressure. They'll go to a matchup zone. They do a good job of using their length and their athleticism and changing it up and making it difficult for you. You don't get to be comfortable.
Dow with a nice take there off the dribble to the rim for the bucket. Goncalves trying to work baseline. Dow forced him underneath. Snedeker able to hold that pivot, won't go. Goncalves fouled, and he'll head right back to the free throw line.
They let Snedeker get back to his left hand. You got to try to take that away.
I was just thinking, he's had kind of a quiet first half. I don't know that he's scored yet in this game.
Well, don't say that. You're going to wake him up.
Well, I'm a believer in broadcast jinx. Plus, this way, you know, Bingham can't get mad at me. Of course, Mountain Ridge could, I guess. First free throw there from Goncalves off the back of the rim. He's got a second opportunity here. Missed them both. And it will be Mountain Ridge basketball.
This game may come down to missed foul shots.
It
I think
may.
we got about 4 on each side.
Yep. I was talking with a coach, I think today about that, and you know, free throw shooting being down, corner 3, that won't go. Rebound by Goncalves. Is Bingham here going to push it? Any theories on why you feel like free throw shooting percentage may be a little lower? Is West hitting that 3 for the Miners?
How many times you see somebody make a foul shot on Instagram?
You know what? We need to make that popular. Coach, you and me, man. Instagram free throws. We'll create an account.
I don't think any of the skills trainers had their guys shooting foul shots.
That was another theory, which I think makes a lot of sense.
And being a good foul shooter is just putting a lot of time in.
Snedeker, that 3 won't go. And because I told him, I go, it's ironic because ball handling and free throw shooting are about the only, well, are 2 things you can do by yourself anywhere.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Little step back. Price's shot was deflected by Snedeker.
Not a great offensive decision on that play.
Bagley, offensive foul. Take it off the board. Boy, you could kind of see Price was willing to take that one, and he's rewarded.
Yeah, Price hustles back, takes a bad shot, but he draws the offensive foul. Makes up for it.
30-second timeout. Of course, that play was well outside of the restricted area. Coach, I want to ask you your thoughts, as we always talk about, you know, ways to improve the high school game restricted area. Would you like to see that in high school, yes or no?
The answer is probably yes and no. I just think there's so many things going on. It's
Choose a
hard to
lane,
see.
Coach. I mean, come on.
I think it's hard for our officials to be able to say, was he in the restricted area, was he not in the restricted area? There's a lot of things going on. I don't know. Personally, I think we call way too many offensive fouls and too many charges as we are right now, because we let guys slide under them after they've elevated, and then we call charges. I just don't personally like it.
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure to share your phone number so that fine can be coming your way.
That's fine.
Just teasing. It's a hard call. It's a really hard call, and I do think you do tend to see a lot of charges in those scenarios, but
Right.
and I don't say that to be critical. It's a very challenging call to make.
Well, and don't get me wrong, just because I don't like it doesn't mean the officials are wrong.
Well,
They have a hard job.
Very hard job in rule book and interpretation and training and all that, right?
Right. And you'll have a crew of 3, and each one will call it differently.
Good ball movement, but blocked inside. Boy.
Good block.
Yeah, was that Peterson who got a piece of that? Having a little look here at the Tab Bank replay. I love the ball movement here, though, to get the opportunity. Yeah, it's 30.
Yeah.
Oh, how about that ball movement? Speaking of, for Peterson. Uncontested lay-in for the Miners.
Good extra pass.
Nice run put on here by Bingham as they've taken over the lead. That pass intercepted by West. And he'll finish.
That length, a lot of length, got a double team on the ball, and you have to throw it a little higher than normal, and turns into a layup.
Boy, important for Mounters to kind of stay
Here comes
composed,
again, run
right?
and jump.
Dow ran out of room.
Good cut.
And a foul called. Boy, you mentioned that's a heady play there by Langston to see that lane open, cut down, and Dow to find him.
Coach Stratman is not agreeing with that foul call there, but it was a great cut to get open. Bingham's dangerous. They run that run and jump. They bring that second defender at you, and this is where they make a run on people. If you can't handle this, they're gonna make their push.
2:56 to go here in this opening half. It's a great time to try to put a little pressure on, right? Get a little lead before the break.
Yeah. You cause a couple of turnovers, you know, you rattle the offense.
Yep. 2 for 2 on the trip for Langston. Bagley, and fouled here by Horsley. Third team foul on Mountain Ridge. Bagley here with a chance for 2. They'll bring Nida again here. First free throw won't go down.
He's playing a lot more minutes than he's played throughout the season, but I think it's the matchup with Dow. You got to have the big.
That one good. We didn't mention it when he was on the floor. We'll get to it though. I feel like Goncalves gave great minutes off the bench.
He did.
In this first half. First shot missed. Dow couldn't get the second time to go. Third is blocked.
Yeah, Dow just is relentless on the boards. He just stays with it, stays with it. He just couldn't quite get it up high enough off the board to get it in.
Well, and you talked about he's in there for that specific reason, right? Nida coming with a big play. They go at him again. That shot was too strong. Another offensive board here for the Sentinels. Langston, no, and Neidig finally with the board to clear here for Bingham. Boy, what, 4 or 5 looks on that possession?
They're trying to avoid Neidig, and I think you just got to go through him. He's not necessarily a shot blocker.
Horsley. Tyson Horsley with an extended 3 for the Sentinels to tie it up.
Can't give him that easy look.
Up to Tyson for the finish. Wow, game of surges, huh?
2 or 3 possessions, the game changes quickly.
Yep. Final 90 seconds of this first half. West, no. Batted around, he'll try again. That one's good. I would imagine both coaches are going to have a talk about offensive rebounds, right?
Yes,
There's a lot of second, third chance opportunities. Langston's 3 won't go. Boy, half the team wasn't even up the floor for Mountain Ridge that time yet.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
West, back-to-back 3s. To Dow, what a nice roll and a blocking foul. Spencer Dow to the free throw line.
Number 30, Eric Peterson, his first 13th foul. Foul in the act of shooting, number 22.
And that's just practice for Luke West.
Yeah, Mountain Ridge just missed an assignment in transition. But you got to think you can't lose the All-State player.
Right, right. Of all the players, that's the one. Let's make sure we know where he's at. And I think Bingham might be looking for clarification. I think there's some question around how many fouls. I don't know. It's hard to read lips and conversations from this far away.
Well, Coach Stratman's never happy with officials, so it could be a number of things.
You know, one time I actually tried to mic an official so I could like have him, you know, we could hear the conversation. It didn't work very well.
Yeah, we probably don't want that as coaches.
Oh, I wasn't going to ask the coaches. Neidig working to the middle. They send to Peterson. That three just missed. Mountain Ridge can take the last shot. They'd have to slow it up.
Going to try to run that little scissor action.
Langston, he'll go down the lane. Too strong. A little step around was just short. Boy, an entertaining first half in the rubber match of Mountain Ridge and Bingham. The Miners leading the Sentinels 32-29 at the break in the 6A quarterfinal. Start of our second half, 32-29, Bingham leading Mountain Ridge. Dane Stewart, Coach Brian Alfie of Copper Hills with you here today. Coach, first half stats, anything stand out to you?
Well, Parker Snedeker not scoring. Stratman ran a play. They tried to get him going early. I think that's big, but then that's counteracted by 21 points from Luke West in the half.
That's a big half for Luke West.
Yeah, that's his game. That's his game average in the half.
The rebounding has been pretty favored as well. 25-13 advantage for the Miners. They had 9 offensive rebounds in that first half, Coach. And Mountain Ridge only had 10 defensive rebounds. It's a 50-50 proposition on any Bingham shot right now.
Right, yeah, and that's a recipe for disaster if you're Mountain Ridge. You got to get that figured out here.
And for those who say it's just about height, Luke West led Bingham in rebounding with 7. It's not just about height.
It's about effort.
Yep. As the Miners here will inbound baseline. Snedeker trying to drive. Dow picked him up. He'll send up top. Shot on the way, won't go there for Will Kane.
There's that effort again from Luke West trying to get a ball, and then he's chasing it down.
And he ends up coming up with it. Little contact denied inside. And Mountain Ridge basketball. Last touch there by Bingham. Boy, and West is checking his nose. Think he's okay.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. He's missed some games with injuries. I think he's a kid who understands he's only got a few games left at the most.
Snedeker comes in for that rebound.
It's a pretty physical battle between Dow and Neidig right now.
And a foul going to be called here, I believe, on Horsley. Be his second personal. Luke West. No call on that one. Boy, Coach Stratman is very discontent at the no call. Other end, it leads to an Isaac Langston three.
Well, I can see why it was a no call. I felt like he avoided contact on that one. At least that's what they tell me all season long, is your guy avoided contact, so we can't call that.
Okay. Little wraparound, Snedeker. There's that first bucket for Parker.
Parker Snedeker.
More pressure from Bingham. They got Peoples back in the game on Hatton.
Picked up those 2 early fouls. As a little wraparound here for Dow. There you go. Even just that drive, you get a little bit of movement from Neidig to free that up on the backside.
Yeah, and that's where the shooting for Mountain Ridge comes in, right? Because they can all shoot, and then you get up to stop the shot, and then they all drive, and then your big steps up, and Dow gets an easy layup.
Open look for Langston. No. Kane with the board. West just added another 2 on that last possession. Here's Kane with a long 3. Ripped away by Neidig. Mountain Ridge trying to push it up the floor here quickly. Offensive foul called on Langston. His second.
Do we have broadcasters immunity on any comments we make on those? Probably not.
No.
I don't think that was any different than the one that West gave to Horsley down here that went towards Horsley.
I think that's a tough one.
Now he's making that call in real time.
Yep.
I don't fault him, but they seem to be pretty identical plays.
Peterson. Dow with a block. He's got 3 of them now. Nice help. You see him coming over there. Kane. That 3 won't go. Batted around. Mountain Ridge basketball. Four-point game approaching the midway point here in this third quarter. Winner advances to take on American Fork in the 6A semifinal. Right back to Dow, contact, and a blocking foul called here on Peoples. That's number 3. As we have another look here at the replay.
I like that call. I don't think he's there.
Oh, you don't?
I think he's getting there, getting set as the guy's going. I think that I don't like him when they're called late.
Well, you know, some say better late than never, Coach.
Correct. But if you look at football, you have to make a football move, right? He catches that ball and you're there before he can even turn and see.
Oh, I like that. Can we adopt basketball move?
Again, you catch that, you turn, and the guy's there, and he gets at the same time you do. I don't think that should be a charge. He has no chance to avoid that.
Kane. Was lost out of play. Missed opportunity there for the Miners.
Kane's very aggressive in this third quarter.
He's been very aggressive today. He's been looking for his shot a little bit, which is awesome. Like, you get here, sometimes you need guys to step up and make big contributions, especially when you've got, you know, defense is keying in on one of your top scorers. West picks up that loose ball to the rim and scores. He's going to have himself a Gavin Lowe kind of day.
Well, it all starts with Bingham picking up a loose ball. It's the little things that win games.
Worsley uses that pump fake, get through the lane, draws the contact. This will go on West, his first personal.
Second team foul. Free throw shooter. Number 23, Jordan.
Snedeker to the table. He'll check in here for the Miners. Her free throws here for Jordan Horsley first. Is that one good?
He shoots about 90%. I'm going to assume he'll make both of these.
Probably a pretty fair assumption, but I always knock on wood just in case. I get yelled at enough. I don't need someone you know, blaming me for broadcaster jinx. Well, Vince yells at me all the time. Came in, I said, "Good morning, Vince," and he yelled back at me. Gone Cavs, thought about it. He'll take this one. Logan Concavs with the uncontested 3. Drills it for Bingham.
From the college line, too.
Yes. And that one could not be saved. Blocked by Goncalves. Made mention the minutes he had in that first half. He made some big plays. He's done it here in the last minute.
Bingham just seems to bring this endless line of 6'7", 6'8"
Yep.
kids off their bench.
Yep. Handed over to Dow. Denied by Bagley again. And the three drops. Oh, Tyson Horsley able to hit that from the corner. Stolen. Hatton on the run. No. And going to be called here for the foul as Gone Cavs had the rebound. Coach, you think corner three-point shooting is a little bit easier for players to adjust to in this building rather than straight on or angle?
Yeah, I think so. The background's a little bit better from the corner, but it's hard for everybody because no one has a gym that looks like this. So
Snedeker.
That looks like a foul.
Yeah, we're going to play through. Price is okay with that. They swing it over. That ball was deflected. That looks like a foul.
Again, our officials do a great job. They have a hard job. And they always have coaches and parents who don't know the rules yelling at them all the time.
I would imagine if that disrupted the play, it gets called. But because it leads to a run out, it's like, play it.
And it might have looked different down there.
Could have.
I mean, we're up here a ways.
Hatton hits the three. And the Sentinels take the lead here with 1.5 to go in the third. West to answer.
You can't go under that screen on him.
I mean, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That was beyond the college line.
Coach Aston's yelling at his guy to get up and guard him. You cannot go under that screen.
Dual possession, that was last off Dow.
And for that, it's 32, Keaton Richardson. For Bingham, number 10, Parker Snedeker. And 32, Lucas Knighton.
The most impressive performance we saw this week was on Monday. Gavin Lowe of Olympus went for 40. Had, 28 in the second half, I think it was. Luke West is approaching that number. He's got over 30. Snedeker. West is kind of roaming the perimeter. Here he is.
They gave him another one.
He's feeling it. Luke West. Hatton will pull a little 10-footer, no. Here's one of those Bingham avalanches. Snedeker running the floor, gets the finish.
Let him get to his left hand in transition. He's going to finish that most of the time.
Largest lead of the game for the Miners. 15 seconds left here in the third.
But they've switched their defense again. They're into a matchup zone now. They're causing some issues for Mountain Ridge.
Hatton, 5 seconds to go. He'll drive, put it up. Yes, high off the glass. And that will do it for the third. Bingham leading Mountain Ridge as Luke West catching fire. Bingham leading the Sentinels here late. Fourth quarter, 51-46, Bingham. What a game for Luke West. The senior trying to get Bingham back to a semifinal. Bingham probably on a short list of teams that people would have selected as a early favorite in this 6A state tournament. Nice play over to Richardson, able to score off the glass.
Nice play. Gets it back to a one-possession game here.
Bagley kicks out West. He'll drive and score. It just feels like he can do anything he wants right now.
Well, when he hits those threes, now you got to get up and get in and guard that, and then he just goes by you.
Price has a footwear issue. The officials here taking a timeout. You know, it's one thing I never quite have understood. You see basketball players who lose a shoe and they just like slip their foot back into it. I'm like, is that really how? Like, I was always told to like make it tight. It's just good to see some players still, you know, really lace that thing up.
This generation does things a lot different than all the other generations in just about everything. It's an interesting time to be alive.
Yeah, I just never quite understood that. But see them really trying to deny Hatton. Nice backdoor. They got it to him anyway.
Tried to use Horsley to set a back screen there because they won't help off him.
Peoples worked inside. Gives to Snedeker from near range. No. And it's Mountain Ridge basketball.
All right, back to one possession. Let's see if Mountain Ridge can cut into this lead a little bit.
Great clawback because it was a 7-point lead with like a minute to go in the third.
Yeah.
Langston. Nice teamwork there by Hatton.
Right place, right time when he lost that ball. Good
How
rebound.
about that? Yeah, Price coming up with it.
Swing it.
.20 seconds on the shot clock. Could not get it to Dow. They'll come up top. Langston. There it is, off the pick. The bench thought there was a foul. The whole bench thought there was a foul. We play on. Peoples. And that's denied. Price stepped in to try to draw that charge.
I like if you're going to let one go, let the other one go then as well.
Agreed. Catch and shoot. Snedeker, no. And it will be Bingham basketball.
Another offensive rebound for Bingham.
Snedeker will pull 17-footer is good. Coach Ashton here going to take a timeout for Mountain Ridge. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Step aside, be back. 5:38 left to go here in the 6A quarterfinal. 5.5 to go here. Sentinel basketball. Trailing Bingham by 5. They've done a great job of responding. They've led a couple times in this game. Luke West has been on a heater for the Miners. Can the Sentinels keep pace and outdo them? They work inside here with Dow going up against Neidig. Might have got a piece of it, and a loose ball foul here called on Dow.
That's not the possession I think Coach Ashton wanted when he took that timeout. But Bingham changed their defense on him again.
I like Dow going right at it. Lucas Neidig just did a great job of staying vertical.
Yeah,
Had good positioning.
He's just got to go finish that.
West. Long board, balls into the backcourt, was deflected, so no violation.
Set a double ball screen here for West, and he's going to refuse it.
Yeah, he'll work the other way, hit the mid-range. And a timeout taken here by Bingham, back to a 7-point lead.
It was a good read by him. Everyone saw the double ball screen coming. Defense was sliding over. He just refused that first one and got to his spot.
Well, and I would say, given the way that he's shooting the ball today, obviously he feels very comfortable. And so it's like, look, I just need a little bit of room to get a good look. And you feel good in that mid-range if you're Luke West, especially the way that he's shot today. So,
and that's his move. He loves off the dribble, get to that 15, 17-foot mark. He gets good elevation on it, and it goes in.
If you're Mountain Ridge, I mean, where do you try to go? We saw them work inside to Dow. Where do you feel like is your best offense right now for the Sentinels in a spot where they need a bucket?
I think you got to try to get Hatton going to the rim. He's a really good foul shooter. Maybe a ball screen with Horsley or something that'll free him up. They're going to be very reluctant to help off a screen that Horsley sets. So if you leave him, it's a 50-50 chance he's making that three.
You see just one foul on Mountain Ridge, none on Bingham. So both these two sides quite a distance away from any bonus situation.
And that's where I think you got to get aggressive. Both teams, but specifically down 7 here, Mountain Ridge, you got to get aggressive. See if you can get something to the rim. Get the clock to stop. Maybe you get an and one.
Bingham coming out here, a little pressure. This worked well. It's deflected. Bingham basketball and tripped up here inadvertently by Langston. I was actually going to ask before they came out if you expected them to come out in that pressure, and they did.
Yeah, he's really good at switching his defenses up, and the funny thing about that one is there wasn't a lot of pressure. I mean, they were there. It was just Mountain Ridge kind of threw the ball to him.
Yeah, I was kind of ready and waiting, and tough pass to fit in. Didn't end well. Patience here shown by the Miners offense. 3-possession game, 4.5 to go.
You got a matchup zone here from Mountain Ridge.
They give to Neidig. Here's West. Another one for Luke. Price trying to answer, and he does. Timeout Mountain Ridge. Boy, they needed that. Pull back to within 7.
Yeah, that was important.
Love the patience there by Price as well. Let the first defender fly by. Man, what a game by Luke West, huh? We get stats at half and at the end. I've stopped trying to guess how many he has because, I don't know. I'd be shocked if he's got less than 35, 38.
Yeah, he's on fire. I mean, at some point you may have to just double him and leave somebody else open and see if they can make a shot. Because for 3.5 quarters, Luke West is killing you.
Yeah. And we know how good this young man is. We've seen him play for years. But and mentioned that he's got or that fourth quarter against Westlake had 21 points in that quarter alone. Just have from our statistician, he's got 39.
39.
Ooh, an offensive foul called here. This will be on Peoples.
They changed their defense again, Mountain Ridge. They had a full deny on West, trying to not let him catch it. Now they've got to get a bucket. You got matchup zone from Bingham again.
Langston, that out off Bingham. Matchup zone, you hear that term a lot. How's that different than your typical zone?
So they're handing it off. Really, it's more of a man-to-man so you can hand it off to your teammate.
Well, that'll help. Horsley able to hit the 3 from Mountain Ridge off the inbound. 4-point game. Trying to bring help on West. Horsley, the primary defender on him. Snedeker to the middle. Gets it to go.
Number 10, Parker Snedeker.
Horsley He'll take another one. Back-to-back threes from Jordan Horsley.
Good transition offense from Mountain Ridge. Advance the ball, get a good look before the defense was set.
Yep. One possession game, inside 3 minutes to play here in the Huntsman Center. Winner advances to the semifinal. West inside to Neidig. Defender slips. Easy play there for Bingham.
Good find by Luke.
Yep.
Realizes he's getting all the defense's attention.
I'll dissect this. Junction, no. Dow had it knocked away. Stay here. Price back on the floor here for the Sentinels.
In for Tyson Horsley to put another shooter on the floor here.
And a hold here. This will go on West. Second team foul on Bingham. Mountain Ridge also with 2 team fouls.
And for Bingham, number 30, Gary Peterson.
Knocked away.
Good defense.
Snedeker. Oh, and a miscue. A 2-on-1, unconverted. Right back to Mountain Ridge.
That could be a really key play here
Huge.
in a minute. That should have been a layup.
Yep. Oh boy.
Heat check. Heat check from 35 is probably a little too far.
Little too far.
Offensive defensive substitution here for Coach Ashton with Tyson Horsley back in the game.
Langston coming off. West. Shot clock down to 10.
West takes one more dribble, he's going to draw a foul. He's just trying to run clock right now.
And West will head to the line here.
Foul on number 1, Tyson Horsley. His third team foul.
So pair here for West. Missed the first.
Number 4, Isaac Langston in for Mountain Ridge.
And Bingham here going to take a timeout.
That might just be to give West a
little bit of a rest.
A little bit of a rest. He hasn't come out of the game.
Yeah, in fact, they just changed it to a full. So we'll step aside, be back here, 6-8 quarter, west of the line when we come back.
As of now, he decides to exercise. Yes, this was the best angle.
Life can get a little messy.
No way. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Best day ever.
Some taps create chaos.
No.
Tap Spend gives you 1% cash back when you spend and 2.75% APY when you don't. Tap responsibly. Visit tapbank.com.
Important free throw coming up here for the Miners. A 5-point game would make it 6. 90 seconds left. You certainly don't have to rush threes for Mountain Ridge, but you've got to be probably kings of efficiency over these last 90 seconds.
Yeah, you don't necessarily need a three, but you've got to have a bucket. You've got to score.
Mountain Ridge with 1 foul to give. Bingham has 2. He missed them both.
Missed them both.
Hatton, he'll take the three. No, batted around, finds his way to Hatton inside. He kicks out. Horsley, short. Boy, 2 looks at threes on that possession.
Horsley had a really good look on that.
Yep, and here a foul going to be called on Hatton.
That was going to be close to a backcourt before he fouled him. I'm not sure Luke West was going to be able to regain his balance and
there
stay.
wasn't a lot of place to go with that basketball either.
But you have a foul to give, and you need to give it because you're going to have to start fouling here in a minute.
How long do you play defense for here before you foul?
I think if Peoples gets it, I'm fouling immediately. Depends on who it is.
Peterson, they'll give it.
You want to try to not foul Luke West. I know he just missed 2, but
that's rare.
It's very rare.
15 fouls, shooting 2 shots. Number 30.
So 2 here for Derek Peterson. Coach, you mentioned, I think back in the first half, free throws may be an important element of this game, and Bingham now having missed 3 straight in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, those three shots may have put this game out of reach.
May have. They've missed 4 in a row.
Good foul for Mountain Ridge. They got to go.
Into Dow. It's a
Timeout.
1-possession game. Timeout, Coach Ashton. Oh boy. Missed opportunities have put the Sentinels on the doorstep. Now, if you're them, what are you doing here defensively with 51 seconds to go?
Well, you have time to just play this out and guard, but you have to get that stop. But if you want to add more possessions, and sometimes I think you want to just add more possessions, I might foul. I would foul Edmonds again, or I would foul Peoples.
So I feel like back in my day, it was extend the game. I feel like now it's more of play it out. Is that really more just kind of like coach's personal preference, what they believe in, or are there numbers or things that have kind of proven one way or another?
I think it's coach's preference, but I just believe that the more opportunities you have, if you can get, maybe they hit 1 out of 2. I think Peoples shoots around 60%. You get 1 out of 2, you got a chance to score again. Take your last time out. You can keep playing. Give yourself more opportunities.
Well, and this may be just me speaking from the 38th row, but when you've seen your team miss 4 straight, there's a little extra level in the head when you step up to that line from 15, right? So,
but if you let Bingham run 35 seconds off and then they score,
you're in real trouble.
You're down 5 or 6 with 15, 16 seconds left.
Yep. And now that feels totally different.
Yeah. I think I would only foul if the right people got it.
Up to Peoples.
Oh, he traveled, I think.
Well, I felt like he kind of took the gas off, too. He was like, no, go up. Try to see if you can get an and one or something, but it'll be Peoples here heading to the line.
His third. At the line, number 23, Denzel Peoples.
They only took 2 seconds off to extend the game.
Denzel Peoples rattles in the first. Peoples' second free throw, no. 4-point game.
You got the 1 for 2 that you wanted. Got plenty of time. Go to the rim if you can.
Gives to Langston. 3 won't go. And West comes up with it. So it'll be Luke West now heading to the line with a chance to push it to 6.
They got a decent look.
Yep.
Just a little long. And then they had a chance at the rebound. West just wanted it more.
Now an even 40. Timeout taken. 67-61. Bingham 34 seconds away from advancing to the 6A semifinal. Bingham going to extend pressure here. Just kind of slow up Mountain Ridge from getting that ball up the floor. Time coming off. Shot clock turned off here. Worsley can't free up. It's Hatton with the three. Oh my goodness. Somehow made that shot. And a foul given here in the backcourt. Will walk down and take free throws here with Luke West. What a three-point shot there by Hatton.
A prayer, really, but it was answered.
I wish I had that kind of faith, huh?
Well, Bingham did a really nice job of not letting anybody get open.
Yeah, Horsley was locked up. West.
Coach Ashton saved his timeout. They fouled quickly, so they're going to try to score, and then they'll use their timeout to stop the clock.
Each team with just one timeout left. And he missed
another one. Gotta go.
4-point game.
Don't need a three. You can get to the rim.
Langston hits
Timeout.
it with 9 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. Timeout, Mountain Ridge. Boy, I don't know if that's necessarily what they wanted, but how about Langston hitting the shot? Wow.
Coach Ashton hasn't run that fast in years. Running to that official to get that timeout.
As we have another look here.
Watch him sprint.
He's already out of the blocks when that shot's away. Oh, goodness. All right, well, that changes things a little bit here, huh? You fouling immediately, obviously?
Yeah, you need all the time you can get, so it's a steal or an immediate foul right here.
And you think about Bingham, the last minute and a half. They're maybe, 2 of 6 from the line? So going to be some pressure free throws coming up here for the Miners. And with 9 seconds, there's plenty of time to get that ball up the floor as well and get a good look.
Yeah, you got to deny West, make somebody else catch it. Somebody who maybe isn't as used to the pressure as Luke West is. If you get him to miss one, you only need a 2 to tie.
That's right.
We'll see if Bingham runs. The last time they were in this situation, they ran a back screen and got people's deep.
Yep. I don't imagine that'll be the play here.
Probably not. No, you're going to do everything you can to get this in Luke West's hands.
They go to Peoples.
What are we?
Back to Kane.
Langston didn't foul. I don't know how many fouls. Maybe he has 4 fouls, but in that situation, it doesn't matter how many fouls. You gotta,
Yep.
Those 2 seconds are more precious than your 5th foul.
Yep. It'll be Kane stepping up to the line here, taking 2 for the Miners.
So no matter what, you have to rebound if you're Mountain Ridge.
First one good.
Because even if he makes this, it's a 3-point game. I would anticipate that Bingham's going to foul twice, use their 2 fouls to give to slow this down.
That'd make a lot of sense.
Can't give him a free run.
Nope. Kane on the second. Nope. Rebound by Dow. He gets it up.
They're not going to foul.
To Langston. Off the front of the rim,
goodness.
and the Bingham Miners hold on at the end. 69-67.
They got a good look.
Wow.
Do we have that replay? I'm curious if did they have a layup?
Price. I don't think they did.
Yeah, they didn't have anyone at the rim. So they were playing for the win.
But it was
and he had a good look.
Langston, who hit the 3 to make it a 1-point game, has the final look. And it's just off the front of the rim. Heartbreak for the Sentinels. My goodness. How about that surge, huh?
That, just some toughness and consistency from the Sentinels to keep fighting. Bingham missed some shots to let him in it, but you have to stay in the mentality where you're going to keep fighting and keep trying to claw your way back into it. They did a great job. Great season for them.
Let's send it down to the floor to hear from Luke West.
Luke, 42 points, and it took every single one of them for you guys to get to the semifinals. You were feeling it today, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was just feeling it. Woke up this morning just ready to go, prepared, and we came prepared, and I was just knocking out shots.
How hard is it to go against your region opponent 3 times, but on that third game to be on this stage? How hard is it?
It's tough. They got us at our place. We got us at theirs. We knew it was going to be a dogfight, and it was just whoever wanted it more, and we came prepared, so felt good.
The last time that Bingham has been to the semifinals was 2017. You guys have now broken that. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good. We're not done yet. Job's not finished. We want to go get one, and we're trying to prove something here, so we're going to go chase it. So we're going to go get one.
Congrats, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Dane, back to you.
Man, Luke West, I mean, what a game. And you see all of his team just draping towels on him. We're going to go right back down to the floor with Coach Kyle Stratman of the Bingham Miners.
Fun.
Holy crap. Fun for you.
Coach.
I don't have any hair left here.
Well,
great.
You still do, but I mean, what did it take for you guys to pull this one off?
You know, a lot of it was number 2. I don't even know if I need to talk because he played a heck of a game. Got some foul trouble. Some guys didn't play their normal game, but we have a lot of different ways we can win, and today it was Luke West that really helped us. Had some guys coming off the bench still like normal that make good plays defensively, little tips, little rebounds, things like that. Like, I think a lot of Luke's points early were off of offensive rebound tip outs from our big fella and things like that. So,
how hard is it to beat a region opponent and face them 3 times, and that third one being here in the quarterfinals?
Oh man, Mountain Ridge is a tough team. I try not to think about playing a team 3 times or all that stuff, but man, Mountain Ridge is tough. They showed a lot of grit and resilience all season, really. They're a very well-coached team, and they got a bright future, some of those kids, some younger kids too. So that was a great team, and I loved playing against them just because of how hard they play. It was a fun game right there.
The last time Bingham's been to the semifinals was 2017 when they won the title. How does that feel?
It feels great. You know, we've been to the quarterfinal, but 4 of the years I think that I've been here in my last 7 years now. This is year number 7, so it feels really good to kind of get over that hump, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet.
Congrats. See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dane, back to you.
Wow. I mean, I don't remember, well, that's not true. I saw it on Monday, but you think about a performance like Luke West just had, over 40 points, and you see he needed all those towels. He left everything out on the floor today for Bingham and just getting past their rival, the Mountain Ridge Sentinels.
Yeah, just refused to let his team loose. You know, just took whatever, and it wasn't just points. I mean, he had 41 points. He had key rebounds. Yeah. He had steals. He was picking up loose balls. He was everywhere.
He was everywhere. And Coach Kyle Stratman, what a job he's done at Bingham. It's a high-profile program, and he gets there, and he's built this thing over time. We talk about one of the deeper rosters in the state. One of the teams that, again, is on the short list of favorites in this tournament. And his job today, I thought he did a great job. You talked about it, using their pressure, especially in the half court, to generate extra possessions. And man, he coached himself a well of a ball game today.
Yeah, Coach Stratman's a really great coach, and he did a great job today. I think the way they changed their defense and make it hard, give guys different looks, make them, Mountain Ridge was constantly having to figure out what defense were they in and having to change their philosophy and their attack strategy based on what the defense was doing.
So our semifinals are set here in 6A as they will be played on Thursday, tomorrow. Come join us. We'll have those semifinals set for you. Going to be a great day of basketball with girls semifinals in the morning, boys in the afternoon and evening, both 5A and 6A. You can catch them all right here on KSLSports.com. Brian Alfrey, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Bingham over Mountain Ridge to the semifinals. Stick around. We've got girls quarterfinals in 6A coming up next here on KSLSports.com.